Guys, welcome once again to Paid in Empanadas, a comedy podcast, hopefully. And I need to start the show today by saying it's a comedy podcast. So please don't take anything that I say seriously. Please, pretty please. It happened in the last couple of days that people heard these podcasts and took things that either me or someone else said seriously. So don't. Now, if from now on you listen and you take anything seriously, it's your fault. I'm victim blaming. I'm here by myself today. It's a decision. It's not because no one wants to sit down with me. I don't know, guys. I realized I realized that I like way more the sound of my voice than the sound of someone else. That's the mean way of saying it. The nice way of saying is that I'm better at monologuing than a conversation. Perhaps, perchance. Um, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. So for a while, I'll be doing it by myself. Also, scheduling. It's so annoying to like find the right time to sit down with someone and do this, and then on top of it, edit it and yeah, I don't wanna. I'm supposed to be having fun doing this. So what's going on from now on is just gonna be me talking. If you enjoy this, please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, rating. There's some apps that you can rate it, like Spotify or Apple Podcasts or all that shit. Yeah. So I'm gonna be talking about some topics. Also, I'm recording this like on a Saturday, and it's gonna go out on Wednesday. So if something happens in between that I don't address, uh, forgive me. I apologize, but yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't. Yeah. Uh, what has been going on? A lot of things have been going on. We started a new couple of shows. I'm gonna not talk about comedy. Actually, can we? Can we? I'm gonna have a little ad break in the middle that I'm gonna add, and then I'm gonna tell you guys about the shows. I'm not because I most people who are listening to this are not comedians and don't care about comedy, and they just need something to listen to while they're driving to work. So I'm not gonna. What else can we talk about? We have a new pope. Well, we don't. I don't know if I would say we. I mean, I don't have a new pope. The world has a new pope, and he's American and he's white. But also, is he white? Because for those of you who don't know, he spent like 30, 40 years of his work, of his life in Peru, which makes him an honorary Latin pope. The second one, the first one was actually born in Argentina, but this one is, I would say, even more Latino because, by definition, Peru is more Latino than Argentina. I mean, people like me come from Argentina. You know what I mean? People like look like me. It's not very. If you don't, sure you can be, you know what I mean. If you don't look Latino, you don't get to. I don't get to claim being Latin, and it's fine. I don't. It's fine. You just need to know. It's like if you're European passing, you don't get to say you're Latino. But yeah, he was very, very Latino. Like there's some pictures of him in Peru, and he was like assimilated into the culture. So we're claiming it. The South America is claiming this pope one after the other. Francisco was from Argentina, and this guy is born in Chicago but pope from Peru. So we were very happy about that. I'm actually a little bit upset that he's white. I don't like that he's white. We had an opportunity, and by we I mean Jewish people. We had an opportunity to have a black pope. Why is that important for Jewish people that there's a black pope? Um, because I feel, and it's a theory that I have, I feel that if the Vatican, if the conclave would have elected uh, a black pope, what you would have seen from thousands, if not millions, of Christian Italians is that they would have stopped being Christian. I think that the moment that the church elects the black pope, all those Italians are going to be looking for a new franchise. And there's like a bunch, like tens, hundreds of thousands of free agents that are like going to be looking for like, what's my new team? And that just opens an opportunity because they're very similar in culture to Jews. The Italians, they have this like great food and a weird relationship with their moms. And I think it was this close. We're this close. Like there's take, a bus from Jersey to Brooklyn, and it's like you're one of us. And suddenly, we have so many. I would love to have some American Italians turning Jewish. That would have been awesome. And we're so close, so close. It's one black pope away from getting a bunch of Italians converting to Judaism, but sadly, that didn't happen. Instead, we had like a white guy from Chicago, which is like, we're never getting those Italians now. At least not in this generation. Also, he doesn't look super old, so he's gonna be alive for a while. This generation of Italians are gonna still be Christian, and that's fine. Hey, there's a new season every 30 years, and maybe then, fingers crossed, maybe then we'll get a black pope. And a bunch of free agents ready to be signed by either the Jews or the Muslims. But I don't see them. I don't see them becoming Muslim. They like hot dogs and they like their wine. They like to drink. Listen, like we just love to drink. Italians, come to us. We like wine as much as you guys do. Like we are so much closer than you guys think. So yeah, it's really not a new world out there now with another white pope. It's pretty much talking about black and white. Kanye West released a new song, and it has an interesting chorus. Now I'm disappointed a little bit in Kanye. I'm not gonna lie. I was disappointed in him. Some of the words that he used in his song, I can't believe he would go there and sing the N-word. And I feel, I don't know. I just feel there's some words that you just don't don't use. No, obviously I'm talking about the other part. That's fine. Like he gets to say the right, that one he gets to say. It's the other part that is a little bit problematic. The the HH one, which is, it's a song that I for sure 100% cannot sing. I feel like it's sad because the song is great. There's a sampling of some like really great sounds there, but I just can't sing any part of that song, and it's a little bit frustrating. It's a little bit frustrating. I can't say the N-word because I look like this, but I also can't say the other part, like the HH part. I can't say it, but that's for the other reason. Like you. I feel like the same way that black people can say the N-word, I feel like Jewish people should be able to say HH, but I can't say it because I look like I kind of mean it. It's not. I look like I'm not. I look like I actually mean it. I look like I came up with it. I look like that one assistant from Goebbels that was like, "Hey, what about HH? Is like alliteration. It's gonna work great for you guys." So yeah, it's the whole thing. It's not great for me, which is sad. I feel left out from this the zeitgeist, from the cultural moment that is going on around that song. Also, by the way, I love that he buried this song about blowing his cousin right before this, and then we all forget. We all forgot. Like his cousin must be so relieved when he heard that the next song was like N-word HH. He's like, oh, cool. No one's gonna remember the part about me blowing him, or the other way around. I don't. I don't know, guys. By the way, this is way hard to do by yourself, but I'm gonna get better at it every week. I yeah, that's also the whole thing that is going on now with like people saying like wildly anti-Semitic things, and also happening with like some people, some politicians in Israel saying crazy stuff like there's no innocent people in Gaza, and on the other side it's like the Intifada revolution and it's fine to kill Jews if you see them or whatever. It's like, and obviously it's all bad, right? On both sides. We shouldn't be saying shit like that. I would love for people to stop saying those things. But I've been very with this whole discourse about Israel and Palestine, and I feel like a lot of comments now is like, ooh, they're now they're saying the quiet part out loud. You know, it's like someone says like, "Whoa, it's Israel, but it's also the Jews," and they're like in the comments, you see like, "Oh, now they're saying the quiet part out loud," or like some again Israeli politician goes like, "Fuck Palestinian babies," and like all their comments are like, "Oh, now they're saying the quiet part out loud," and it's Israel Palestine, it's Arabs and Jews. There's never been a quiet part on either side. Have you met anyone who's Jewish or Arab? Have you seen them be quiet at any point in anyone's life? It's not. I mean, it's the loud part louder, if anything. It's not. It's never been quiet. It's it's the most loud and complaining people on the planet on both sides. They keep saying crazy shit. The only difference is now you're here to comment on it. It's been going on. What? It's like, yeah, the Arabs saying we want to kill all the Jews. It's like they've been chanting it for like, wasn't the fucking mufti of Iran or whatever that told of Iraq, was it? Of Egypt. I don't know. Who was like, there's like pictures of him and Hitler just like chilling. It's like, oh, we're going to kill all the Jews. It's like, yeah, we've been saying it for like 1,000 years. So, yeah, the quiet part out loud. Hello, cat. There's a cat walking around, by the way. Quiet part out loud. Shut up with these shitty made up sentences. It's like, ooh, they're saying the quiet part out loud. Ooh, you know what? By the way, I saw a really funny tweet about someone who said like that having an ex who's non-binary makes you sound really anti-Semitic. He was like, why are you mad? Oh, because of them. You know who I blame for all my problems? I blame them for who? You know, them. I know, it's stupid, but it just came back to me. I've been, you know what? Fuck it. It's been enough time. I'm going to leave you guys here, and we're going to come back after I've told you of all the shows that are happening soon. So, see you in 5. Okay, guys, this is the part where I tell you which shows we have coming up. Today, if you're listening it today and you like comedy in Spanish, we're doing the Hudna open mic in Spanish en Español. It's today, Wednesday 28th, and it's happening at 7:30. It's an early show, so you can eat and go to sleep early. If you miss this one and you're listening to it later, on June 12th, it should be a Thursday. On Thursday, we're going to have another show, and it's going to be on a Thursday, so you can proper party out and go drinking and do whatever you want. It's on Hudna. That's on Florentine. It's a cool show. We have comedians from all over the Latin-speaking world. Also, a couple of Israeli comedians that do in Spanish. It's very good. On a different note, we started doing this show called Anonymous Comedy. Right now we're doing it at Alpaca. The next show should be on Sunday 8th, if I'm not forgetting. Sunday 8th, I think. And we're going to be having one of these every 2 weeks. Is half showcase, half open mic. If you want to show up to be part of the crowd, it's 100% for free. If you want to be one of the comedians, you can also for free come sign up. Maybe you'll get stage time. Hopefully you will. That's pretty much it. Back to the show. And we are back. We went yesterday. I think, it was yesterday. We went to a couple of thrift shops. Now, like everywhere in Tel Aviv now, it's thrift shops. It's like, oh, look, vintage clothes and like the thrift shop. As like many things that Americans do, Israelis try to copy it, and they are doing it wrong. They're objectively doing thrift shops the wrong way. It's not supposed to be a boutique vintage store where everything is expensive. It's a different thing. That's not a thrift shop. That's a boutique, antique, vintage, whatever bullshit shop. Fine. Have it. We need some of those, I guess, if you want to buy some like used to be cool and now it's cool again, Adidas super colory shit from the 70s. That's fine. But don't call it a thrift shop because it isn't. A thrift shop should be a lot of shit with a little bit of good gems here and there, and it's a thrift shop, fine. So like when people are super proud that they found something cool at a thrift shop, you should be proud. It shouldn't be a bunch of cool shit that someone collected and now it's super expensive. It should be, guys, you know that place that sells like shitty t-shirts for like $5? I found a good one for $5. Cool. That should be the thrift shop experience. It shouldn't be a bunch of fancy shit. Why must they do this? Why do you need to call it's and it's if it was in Florentine, I would get it, because if you don't know what Florentine is, it's this like artist neighborhood where everyone dresses up, spends so much time and money to dress up like they're just poor and just got out of bed. And that's the whole vibe that I get sometimes from these like thrift shops, quote unquote thrift shops. There's one good one so far that I found. Two good ones, sorry. One is I would say like a proper actual thrift shop that is like this like Russian old lady on Allenby. Go check it out. It's literally piles of t-shirts. But the thing is, that's what it's supposed to be. It's mostly trash, but sometimes you find really, 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 really good shit that is like, sure, whatever, and for a really nice price, and you just pray that it's your size. That's it. That's what a thrift shop is supposed to be. That's another one, a little bit more organized, but still decent on Dizengoff, like on King George, passing Dizengoff Center. That's whatever. Everything else, everywhere else, it's just old clothes, nice vintage clothes, super expensive. If you're going to spend that money, you might as well get something new. Don't spend a lot of money to get shitty clothes. Why do I need to say this? This is the same fucking energy that the whole food festival happening like 5 minutes away from here had. The thing on Sharks Floor that we have every year. It's full of people making too long of a line, sometimes making a line because we're in this hellhole of a country, so there's no line, so you have people cutting in the middle. No one cares. It's like, well, that's the culture. Shut the fuck up with your culture. Make it better. Making these long-ass lines, paying too much money for food that you should be eating at home, but just like, oh, no, let's just sit on the grass Well, people trample us because it's cool. It's not cool. It's not. If you live in Tel Aviv and you go to the Tel Aviv Food Festival, jump off a balcony because that's for people who live, I don't know, in a hellhole. You need to drive like an hour and a half and there's nothing going on in their city. You live in a city where shit is going on. And by the way, if you live in Ramat Gan, also, what are you doing? What is wrong with you people? Buying old expensive clothes, making lines to buy food that you shouldn't even be buying, and then sitting on the floor and eating it, and then taking fucking pictures and making it look cute. Get a hold of what's going on. That being said, I hope you guys are having a lovely week. Um, I'm I'm gonna be taking a cold shower to calm down a little bit. And yeah, this is gonna be the bathed in empanadas from now on. It's gonna be just me rambling, sometimes trying to be funny, sometimes getting angry at things that I shouldn't. Um, and that's gonna be all for this week, guys. I'm gonna see you next week. Hopefully, reminder: like, subscribe, leave a comment, leave me a topic, a question, whatever you want me to talk about next week. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.